All right, YouTube, here we go then. It is leg day. Every time it's leg day, I still feel the same way. I think, fuck's sake. And then we get into it. So I'll take you through my current session. This session is done every other week at the moment. So this is like the full leg session. As I've sort of touched on in other videos, the body parts are focused on our upper. So ticking along with just less volume on here, but you'll still see the intensity is still there. So let's get after it. Just warming up, so getting moving first. Always start with a hamstring movement and leg day, and then we'll go on to adductors, then we get into the bigger lift. But taking it easy to begin with, get the head right, get the music on, concentrate on the workout, and then go from there whilst doing some mobility work, because otherwise Simon Hook, my therapist back at home, if he watches this and sees I haven't done it, he'll be fuming at me. So make sure you get this in, mate. So about to go into set one. One of the major cues that I found really helped me is when we go into the lay and ham curl, you want to be trying to take away the pressure as much as you can from your lower back. So by bringing yourself forward, you're going to then isolate the hamstrings more, because the temptation can be, as you're driving with the hamstring curl or even with a seated curl, to hyperextend through the back to get the weight up. So by putting the back into flexion, you're switching off these muscles, and then you're going to be able to isolate the hamstring a lot more, which hopefully you'll be able to see when we do it now. So I also find this is another good one to do before any squatting anyway, for obvious reasons, because it's warming up your adductors and your hips. You also, when you're sitting in that stretch position, obviously you open up your hips. Another benefit, just got to be careful, especially with these shorts on, that you don't see a sneaky nut or something, because that's probably for OnlyFans and not for the YouTube. So far, we've done 2 lower rep sets on the ham curl, followed by a back off, and then just there we did 2 sets of anywhere between sort of 8 to 12 reps. So I'm still figuring out my rep count in this gym. The most important thing is there's no reps in reserve going to failure, and I'll be able to figure more numbers and specifics out as I train it a bit longer. Now we're on to hack squat. Hack squat. So we are preparing the hack squat. I am a fan of the knee sleeve. I think mainly for me, because I go quite low, and I used to find before I used to wear these, I'd get like a real bad pinch around the back of my knee. So it's mainly for that. It's a bit of comfort. I wouldn't say it necessarily adds to any bouncing, because if you do your reps properly, there's no bounce anyway. So I do recommend knee sleeves personally. So obviously here's got 1, 2, 3, 5 hack squat variations. I'd like to think this is the most difficult one to load. The easiest one being the Atlantis, the Instagram hack squat, as I like to call it, because you can put a lot of place on it. That's a horizontal hack squat. You're basically laying on the floor. So that's the thing. If you're watching people lift on machines, take it with a pinch of salt, is what I will say, unless you really understand which hack. I'll be watching it like, oh, but what hack is that though? So bear that in mind, all right? Not that lean yet. Let's go. Okay, so when we're doing something like the hack squat, nothing changes. Tempo, making sure we're controlling the eccentric and we're actively tensing our leg as hard as we can throughout the whole movement and for a split second at a top. We're not just thinking, can I progress the logbook by smashing out reps? It's controlled, it's precise, and then we'll look to progress this next week by 1, by 2, etc., as you all know. But tempo and contractions have to be like the underlining thing, even when you're doing compounds or a hack squat or something like that. Can't bend my leg, can I? That went surprisingly well. So I tend to stick a hamstring exercise in between two main quad lifts, simply to give them a bit of a rest. I feel like if I did the hack into the leg press, it would affect my leg press numbers. Whereas if I put a ham curl in, it's not going to affect the numbers I can then lift on there. So exercise selection, breaking things up a bit, making sure I can maximise every lift throughout the session. Aladdin is rock hard. Lou. Hey, see this guy? Always here to help. Cheers, So this is a rest pause set, just so you're aware. So as many as I can do, ideally taking it above 10 to 12, 20 seconds rest, go again, 20 seconds rest, go again, die, and then calves to finish. That hurts, that does. That does hurt. So, give a breath back, and then some calves. Job done. So I think one of the coolest things about coming here is just like you'll be in the gym, you'll be training, and then it's like all the people that I follow, who I've sort of got inspiration from, all in one place. It's crazy. Obviously got to train with Joe, as you know, a good friend of mine, but also been great to have him, and then met Josh, and then being in here, got Jace over there, got Jamie Dorigo, got Hayder coming in now. So it's just like trying to surround yourself with people. It's fucking, it's unreal, to be fair. And then even the people I've met here, this guy behind the camera, Phoebes, Harley, Lauren. It's meeting so many people. It's crazy. So it's been a mad one, to be fair. I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, let's finish this workout. Anyway, get a bit sloppy in it. So a little tip for, in my opinion, when you're training calves, is as you're driving your heel up, is to keep the toes where they are, but imagine you're twisting inwards and then driving up. I find that helps me contract the calf a little bit. How long are you here for? When you have internet? No problem. Thank you. Oh, we're here. See you, man. So that was nice. Obviously, I think we sort of agreed that he was too scared to go over to the big dogs. So he's coming. It's all good though, and we actually thought he was the COVID police. So we were like, should we put our masks on or not? And as you saw, he went for the thing. I went for the. It's one of them, innit? It's one of them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it, dislike it, whatever. Tell your mates, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.